Hey guys, it's Dr. Daniel Sugai, board certified dermatologist. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Today is going to be a very special video because we're going to talk about how to glow up with these two special products. What's the difference between the two? How can we utilize antioxidant serums and retinoids if you're not pregnant? How to utilize them to glow up this fall, this winter, or actually all year round. Now, I am a big fan of retinoids. I started in my mid-20s while I was a resident at Harvard. Actually, it was just magic stuff. I'm so glad I started in my 20s. But if you are in your 30s, 40s, 50s, it's never too late to start because we know there's evidence that shows that you can increase collagen production in the dermis with continued use. And even after the 6 months of use, you will see continued benefits with this. So here we have the SkinBetter Science Alto and the SkinBetter Science Intensive AlphaRet. This overnight cream is one of my favorite retinoids. It's a 10 out of 10 in my book. I did another YouTube video on this alone and gave reasons why this is my 10 out of 10 retinoid that you can buy without seeing your dermatologist. I do sell this in my office just as a full disclosure. I do have a link to my online store where you can actually purchase this online. You don't have to see me in person anymore. Before, when I started partnering with SkinBetter Science about 6 years ago, you had to see me to get this. And at the time they had said that it is prescription strength retinoids. But if you look at it, it's really the study that they had showed that it was equivalent or not inferior to tretinoin 0.025%, which is full on prescription. You have to see a dermatologist to get that prescription retinoid. Now that is the king of anti-aging. Now we have the AlphaRet, which combines lactic acid, 2 molecules of lactic acid combined with the retinoid, plus you have glycolic acid, and it's either 10% glycolic acid, which is the regular OG AlphaRet, or the intensive AlphaRet has 18% glycolic acid, so more of a punch. So you get the exfoliative effects of the lactic acid and glycolic acid, plus you have the retinoid to give its benefits as well. Usually we say don't combine an exfoliant that's leave-on with your retinoid. This combines them together. If you're doing it on your own though, if you're doing it a leave-on exfoliant, skip the retinoid and do that exfoliant maybe 2 to 3 times a week max. Usually more than that will irritate your skin, and you don't want to use it the same day as your retinoid unless you want a really bad irritant contact dermatitis where you take 10 steps back and you got to take a break from your skincare, which we don't want. We want to stay with our skincare regularly and consistently because we want those benefits. For acne clearing with a retinoid, you have to wait 2 to 3 months for it to fully kick in. For anti-aging purposes like brightening the skin, takes about 4 to 6 months to fully kick in, and collagen 6 months or more for your skin to thicken up, especially in the dermis, and really help with those fine lines and wrinkles. So I always say it's a patient marathon game, not a sprint. AlphaRet, all you need is 1 pump or a pea-sized amount to your entire face. This also has peptides, which I love peptides for self-signaling purposes. Really helps with those fine lines and wrinkles. It has niacinamide, bisabolol, so it's anti-inflammatory. It has some soothing properties as well as some antioxidants as well. So overall, very gentle, but if you want to start off and you have sensitive skin, don't go with the intensive, okay? I'm gonna put the intensive on one side of my face. I'm gonna do a small half pea size amount there. So a full pea would be much bigger than that, but I'm just gonna dot a small amount on this side of my face. Ideally, you want to do this at bedtime because these retinoids are usually photosensitive. So you want to do it at nighttime so that you get your full benefits from your retinoid. And then this is usually on dry skin, so wash your face, make sure it's dry, and then apply your full pea size amount to your entire face. You can do little dots and then connect the dots and then use your moisturizer afterwards. Like for me, I'll use a SkinBetter Science Solo Hydrating Defense, which you can use morning and night, but this is a nice thing to put on over your retinoid. Kind of has like that tinted look there. And this also has antioxidants as well. So that is nice to do at bedtime, then you just go to sleep. I would not slug over this where you put petroleum jelly over your AlphaRet because you don't want to lock in and occlude all those active ingredients and really push into your skin and cause irritation. The biggest side effect to this would be irritation. Purging I don't see very commonly in the first 2 to 3 weeks with this, but theoretically you can purge where you get worsening acne for the first 2 to 3 weeks when you start off on a retinoid. I don't see that with this very often. In terms of applying it to dry skin instead of damp, same concept. We don't want to absorb the topical cream more than we need to. Damp skin, more porous, it really goes into the second layer of skin and can cause irritation. We want it to be on dry skin. Now the next morning you can apply an antioxidant serum. I love vitamin C serums, but if you want to check out the Alto Defense Serum or its other counterpart, the Advanced Alto, you can consider those in the morning after you cleanse, and you can apply this to damp skin. It's okay to apply to damp skin. The nice thing with this is that you could bring this down to the neck, the chest, to the décolleté area to help fight fight free radical damage, because over time the neck and chest really show signs of aging, photo-aging effects where you get red, whites, and browns and wrinkling. So if you want to do that in the morning, this is a nice antioxidant serum with 19 antioxidants. You have vitamin C, vitamin E, you got polyphenol rich super antioxidant extracts of acai, turmeric, cocoa, green tea, grapeseed, Mediterranean olive, blend of coffee, saffron, superoxide dismutase, also licorice extract, which also helps with brightening your skin. So I apply this pea-sized amount for my face. There you go. Same concept, we can do little dots over the face, circular motions. You can either tap. If it's a very liquidy, lightweight serum, I tend to tap. For this one, it's kind of it's a serum, it's lightweight, kind of liquidy, so you could tap and then also apply with circular motions there. And then after that, you can apply solo hydrating defense and then apply your tinted sunscreen or non-tinted sunscreen. Now I would wear tinted sunscreen if you have melasma or hyperpigmentation. If your skin of color and you deal with hyperpigmentation like myself, I would say go with a tinted sunscreen with iron oxides, and SkinBetter Science makes one, or you can go with Roche-Posay, EltaMD UV Clear, or their UV Elements. That's the most popular sunscreen in my office. My medical assistants love the UV Elements. It's kind of like this nice BB cream finish where it can hide a lot of the blemishes on the face, but also protect you from the visible light outdoors that can worsen your hyperpigmentation. If you have hyperpigmentation and you wear non-tinted sunscreens and you go outside, it will still worsen your hyperpigmentation because the iron oxide is not there to block out the visible light that can cause free radical damage and darkening of your spots. So that's just a big tip there. Now for advanced users, after you've been on this for over 6 months, you could actually layer an antioxidant serum with your retinoid. Some advanced users can do that. If they don't have sensitive skin, you can layer your antioxidant serum, the lighter weight serum, and then apply your AlphaRet over it and go about your day with, of course, sunscreen. Technically, you could use an antioxidant serum twice a day. I think that's playing with fire a bit, but I do know some patients who can tolerate a twice a day antioxidant serum. They don't counteract, they don't cancel each other out when you do an antioxidant serum with your retinoid. Just know that you could increase your risk of irritant contact dermatitis though. So if you want that little bit of that glow up, go ahead and do that. So biggest things to glow up: antioxidant serum to help brighten the skin, to help lighten those dark spots in the epidermis, really help either with cell turnover, and some antioxidants can go down into the dermis and maybe even increase collagen production, which is a big plus, right? The next thing would be a sunscreen. Using sunscreen all year round, because you want to protect your skin with your vitamin C serum or antioxidant serum from free radical damage, and also protect your skin from skin cancer. Whether it's tinted or non-tinted, you want to reapply every 1 to 2 hours when you're outdoors. Third would be a retinoid if you're not pregnant. Pregnancy, sorry, can't use a retinoid, whether it's over-the-counter retinol, adapalene, or prescription retin-A, or if you want to use the AlphaRet. The AlphaRet, one of my favorites. Go ahead and do a pea-sized amount or 1 pump. Using more than that will not make it work faster. It will just give you irritation. So just 1 pea-sized amount, staying patient. Those 3 things, if you can stay with it, should give you healthier looking skin. We want to embrace our wrinkles, but we want to take over. I want to take control of how I age. And so those fine lines and wrinkles, I want to try and halt the progression and development of them as much as possible. Then when you get that foundation down, you can add in other things like hyaluronic acid. You want to do some procedures like Botox, fillers, radiofrequency microneedling, or doing something milder like a chemical peel with your dermatologist. Go right ahead, but you want to have a good foundation at home. I'm all about that. You can do more affordable options for sure. I do understand that these are a higher price point. This is a very good brand I've been using for over 6 years. I know some dermatology colleagues that run their clinical studies to make sure that they are working well, and they want to have evidence and proof behind their products. That's why I like them a lot. There's science behind them, but that comes with a higher price point, like SkinCeuticals, CE Ferulic, and their other great products. They're backed by science. So I actually know the dermatologists who run the studies behind these products, and that makes me feel good that they are doing their due diligence and having evidence backing it up. So I hope this video is helpful. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe to the channel. Please share with your friends who are looking ways to glow up and they're more on the advanced side. If you're a beginner though and you really want to start off on skincare, you can totally go with the more affordable things I talk about on the channel. Just want to say thank you guys for your support, and I hope you guys have a nice fall, winter season. 2023 has been great to me, so thank you all for the fun I'm having on social media. Thanks for following on Instagram and TikTok as well. And I'm on Threads too now. Threads is pretty fun, kind of like the new Twitter through Meta. So find me there as well. I try to do like a daily tip every once in a while. Okay guys, take care and peace.